Hello guys, it's a new gaming review, Weird West. Rafael Colantonio founded the small studio Wolf-Eye, which under the wing of developer Digital developed Weird West, an attempt to resync immersive simulations. The game takes place in the alternative version of the Wild West, where steampunk and magic are firmly intertwined. On a West territory, setters run the risk of encountering numerous dangers: witches, pinkmen, zombies, siren ghosts, werewolves, and mysterious forces that are closely watching what is happening. Weird West is a truly immersive sim with an isometric perspective. The environment is worked out quite carefully and has many interactive elements. Can get into the building? You can look for a key, knock the front door off your foot, jump through the window, jump onto the roof from another building, put several barrels against the wall, and so on and so forth. The game encourages environmental exploration and experimentation. This is also noticeable in battles. Nobody prevents the player from throwing dynamite into the crowd of enemies and then finishing off the survivors with a shotgun. But there are other options for eliminating the threat. You can covertly bypass dangerous enemies or quietly destroy them by pulling corpses in the grass, and you can take these advantages to the environment. This is how all the battles in the game go. Each of the 5 characters that you play as has unique skills and more generated ones. Plus, of course, all of them can use a wide arsenal of weapons, from knives, clubs and billhooks to revolvers, rifles and shotguns. Do not forget about throwable objects. In addition to the expected incendiary mixtures and stick of the dynamite, there are also more exotic ones, such as electric coils that release a discharge over the area. And yes, of course, they can be thrown into the water to the electricity, a much larger area with much more destructive effect. Other combinations are at work, like with fire and oil or poisonous fumes and electricity. And the most fun, perhaps, is connected with the local tornadoes. Sometimes small tornadoes appear in locations which can be effectively set on fire or electrified in order to inflict more damage on enemies that have fallen into them. The same goes for arrows. If you shoot over the source of fire, the arrow will light up a flight and deal with fire damage to the target, which in total with objects placed everywhere like barrels of oil, spilled puddles of water and exploding acidic plants literally screams about room for experimentation. Of course, you can just shoot everyone, but it's much more interesting, for example, to push a barrel of oil into an unsuspecting, unfortunately person and set fire to the spilled liquid with a successful Molotov, throw alone with 3 more enemies before they have time to understand what really happened. The most striking example of such user impact is the devastated ability to wipe out an entire city from the face of the earth. Arrange shooting between the saloon and the hospital, destroy everyone, and turn to one's prosperous settlement not into a ghost town, but into the adobe of the plague. The corpse left on the streets, if they are not buried, will begin to decompose and return in the crime scene after a couple of dozen days. The prey will find it and the locals have turned it into zombies. The opposite is also possible. By clearing the area of living dead or the bandits who occupied it, you can return the settlement to its former glory. Because of this and other conventions, Weird West is highly controversial. Yes, the stories turned to be out interesting, but painfully short. While Rafael Colantonio took a break from the gaming industry, there were no significant changes in the field of the immersive sims. The genre, the death of which some people expect with pleasant anticipation, has not stand during the absence of the founder of Arkane, but it has not developed much either. So when Colantonio returned in 2019 he didn't have catch up or study fashion trends. However, Weird West came out in a world where there are already, for example, there's Roop, which, albeit timidly but still changes the foundations, made even rabid fans of genre think a little different. Against this background, Colantonio's games looks conservative, although this is the farm immediately evident. And yet the described rawness is not able to affect the adopted strangeness of Weird West, on a world rich in subtle nuances and relationships, on the excellent atmosphere of mystical western, on powerful character stories imbued with the motives of redemption, search and rethinking oneself in life, and the eternal idea that mercy can be stronger than a bullet, but sometimes you can do it without bullets. Okay guys, thank you for watching us, and please put your likes, comment this, and see you soon. Bye.